Everyone is fine. Good morning, everybody. I'm sure that everybody is fine. Corona is going away, and Corona is going away, and we hope that we will be able to have many activities this year. I'm happy to inform you that CIO is going to give us some money for a project on capacity building.
Yeah, Dash, we will leave and we log in again because the system have some problem. Okay.
Okay.
Wait a moment.
Don't worry. Okay. In the meantime, I
will leave out. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. No problem. The GIO is going to give us, hopefully we get some money from GIO for our capacity building project. And this capacity building project will be having many components, including training on globe protocols, then developing some case studies like the data analysis, how to do data analysis and data literacy. And also we will have some activities like at least 2 activities per protocol, like 8 activities we will be developing. And also all these activities will be videography will be done. So that there is a number of components which we have included in capacity building project. Our special emphasis will be on island countries like Micronesia, Palau, then Marshall Island, Fiji, Taiwan. Many of these island countries will be our focus. And we will be discussing this project once we get a green signal from GIO about the money. But we get an indication that some money will be available to us for doing these activities. And these activities will be including students' participation, how the students can join globe activities, poster competition, and also encouraging students to submit IVSS projects. I'm not sure how many of us we have sent the proposal for IVSS. I think the last date is 11th of March, and we request all the country coordinators, all the participants, the students and the teachers, encourage them and to send the project for consideration to IVSS. And that will be the part of our activities. I hope the way the situation is improving, we may be able to have face-to-face activities in near future. If we have face-to-face activities, that some of our project activities, the capacity building project, we will be able to have face-to-face activities. Let us hope for the best, and then I hope that the future will be bright and Corona will be gone, and we will be able to have activities like science festival and also this next year regional meeting in Maldives, hopefully face-to-face and many other activities. We will be able to have face-to-face activities. If you have any comments, please. In the meantime, Professor Palium set up his system. We may request the country coordinators, those who are here, to say a few words, and I start from Bill from Australia. Bill, like to say a few words? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Bill?
Are you ready? Yeah. Oh, what do you want me to say? Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting that GIO are going to hand over some money for training. I think it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Capacity building project.
Yeah. Yep. Very good.
有声音了吗
Okay. Okay, Professor William.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, every global friends. We would like to give a short talk about the promotion of microplastics monitoring in Taiwan. Why do we care about marine pollution issues? We can see the geography of Taiwan. You can see the Taiwan shape, and we have a very long coastline. In the near coastline, we have many different scenery and different geology, environmental resources. You can see coral reef coast in southern Taiwan, Kenting National Park in the left hand side. We also have many gravel beach in eastern Taiwan, and also sensual terrain scenery in western Taiwan. We also have many men-built blocking and also some structure for protecting the coastline in northern Taiwan. And here is a sulfur valley in the Yangming Mountain. You can see the smoke around the sulfur valley, and the color bay in the we call the yellowish brown due to the natural mineral contracting with the natural blue of the sea. In our county, Taoyuan County, we call it Southern Pond County. Many years ago, people dug so many ponds to store water and devote the water to grow the crops. So if we overlook from the sky, you can see so many small ponds in this county. This shows the Dajia River. It shows many flood and also some water saved area. And this shows the Gaomei wetland in central part of the Taiwan. This shows the double heart of the stacking stone. We call it a twin heart fish trap in Qimei, a small island in western Taiwan, just nearby the central part of the Taiwan Strait. Okay, you can, from the right-hand side, you can see the Pengfu County, and that double heart of the stacked stone located in the Pengfu County. How do we improve the marine literacy? Because we have a very solid curriculum about the marine education in our senior and junior high school. So they need to know river and marine resources in your hometown and cherish natural resources. Understand the type, use restoration and conservation method of marine biological resources. Explore the impact of human activity on marine ecology. Discuss the marine living resources management. Learn about resources such as marine mineral and energy and their economic value. And they also try to teach the student to understand global marine environmental issues and become familiar with participate in the conservation actions. Taiwan Marine Education Center provide many opportunity for students and the public to learn the knowledge about the ocean and raise their marine awareness. They provide teaching material and also conduct many activities that the school students to learn the marine environmental resources and environmental issues, even in elementary school. Surrounding the whole Taiwan, we have so many geology and also the ecological environmental resources. So we can provide this kind of information to elementary and junior and senior high school. Let them use that material to teach the students. We conduct many teaching plan like this. We ask students how much is the plastic on the ocean, and let students have the outdoor activity to do the investigation to study how much is the plastic on the ocean. Taiwan is interested in the microplastic pollution issues. So we have many school teacher and student interested in microplastic monitoring. One Taiwan senior high school teacher, Neil Chen, joined the teaching plan developing project which is conducted by Taiwan Museum of Marine Science and Technology. He guided the student to study the microplastic in his class and discuss about the marine pollution issues. The lower left-hand side show the student project poster. The title is a preliminary study of plastic pollution in oysters in the Taiwan Strait. We have a chance to cooperate with the international group plastic protocol developing team, and let the senior high school to share their experience in microplastic monitoring, teaching and study. Why we interested in microplastic monitoring? The purpose of their study is to explore the degree of contamination of oyster in different cultural environment, to study microplastic contamination in oyster in different regions, and to understand the difference in the amount of microplastic in different regions, to explore the relationship between oyster weight and a microplastic quantity. Based on this, they developed some research procedure, and also to develop a local study process. So they collect a sample and opening the oyster, weighting, decomposition, and use the different size filter to filter the sample. Finally, they use the microscope to observe the plastic and the other materials. For example, you can see in these three images, left-hand side is fiber, the middle is particle, the right-hand side is the black. The teacher is invited to present his work and share their experience in the coming the 22nd edition of Rivers in Spring on March 22nd. You can see the invitation. We hope to promote the microplastic monitoring in Taiwan, especially for all the global schools. We already have 80 Taiwan teachers attended and complete the microplastic monitoring training, which was hosted by the microplastic monitoring team. 12 schools were supported by Global Taiwan Office to do the investigation of microplastic issues. You can see the image and also the virtual meeting image. Global Taiwan hosts the training and invite teachers to learn the developing protocol and also try to discuss how to implement this protocol into their teaching plan. 12 schools are supported by global school to do the same. Okay. Actually, we have many global schools organized an inter-school global scientific investigation plan and a project, include Keelung Municipal under Senior High School, New Taipei Municipal Xindian Senior High School, New Taipei Municipal Danfeng High School. They select a different location and to see the different phenomena and to investigate different activity and different phenomena. Like in the upper side, they visited Darton volcano and investigate the volcano monitoring activity. And the central site, that is Zhuzihu weather station. So around that weather station, they try to use atmospherical protocol to do the atmosphere measurement and to study the weather affect the local region in that area. The lower side is the Sulphur Valley. They try to investigate hydrology phenomena. So they use hydrological protocol. In the inter-school global scientific investigation program, they invite university professor and their graduate student to guide them to do the environmental measurement and also the exploring. The left-hand side is Zhuzihu weather station in the Yangming Mountain. They visited that weather station, and the right-hand side is the university professor guided them to do some investigation like this. He showed how to use the disdrometer to measure the size of raindrop and to get the raindrop distribution. And it is closely related to radar activity, radar reflectivity, and also quite important for radar rainfall estimation. They also demo how to launch a sounding volume and also the radio sound. When it finished the sounding balloon launch, they can get the vertical profile of temperature, humidity, wind, and relative humidity, and also some stability layer and unstable layer that is quite sensitive to air pollution and also the weather development. In this inter-school program, they hope to conduct many investigation, include water, temperature, pH value, alkalinity, turbidity, dissolved oxygen, microplastic investigation. This shows some process and some activity the student try to do different physical quantity measurement and also the different investigation. For the volcano monitoring, they try to collect the volcano gas surface temperature in the volcano area, crust deformation measurement, magnitude of quark measurement. So you can see they use their sample and measurement to do the group discussion and also exchange the experience. They use the mini workshop and a mini poster demonstration to do and to share their research result and to excel their outdoor activity experience. We also encourage all the global school teacher and global students to continue their investigation and try to submit their result to 2022 IVSS. So hope this year we still have many students research result could be submitted to IVSS. Thank you. I think I just share some plastic and environmental investigation and educational program and activity in Taiwan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Thank you very much, Professor, for such a wonderful activity which has been done by 32 schools in Taiwan. And also, when we had a regional meeting, there were 2 presentations from the schools in Taiwan, and one of them is a Globe Star. That is wonderful. And the other Globe Star from Taiwan was on the environmental issues like use of the waste for construction of the instrument shelter and so. There were 2 wonderful Globe Stars from Taiwan, and I congratulate Professor Paliam for taking initiative and developing the Globe Stars. And this year, RCO, we have submitted 7 Globe Stars, and I request all other countries also to submit the Globe Star. Now, questions, comments, and suggestions to Professor Paliam. Please.
Yeah, I think Rod has a question.
Yeah, Prof, I have a question. The Philippines is also interested in starting with microplastic research. My question is, which protocol did you follow? That's the first question, because I understand there's no GLOBE. The GLOBE program hasn't really adopted any standards on microplastic protocols. Second, what equipment did you use in your microplastic data gathering? And third, how does the student know what to look for? I mean, how do they distinguish those microplastics against other types of pollutant?
第三个问题是，Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you for a lot questions. The first question actually, we encourage our teacher and student follow the European development team. Currently, they are developing global microplastic protocol that is use very basic instrument to collect the sample and to do the classification. And actually, before that, we have several senior high school teacher and student. They involve the Taiwan professor, guide them to use the university instrument to investigate more detail, but that need university resources support. So if for the most global school, it is much easier to follow the European and Australia team developing. They are developing the very basic plastic investigation protocol. I think that second question is. The instrument, currently we encourage our global school to follow that team use their very basic instrument, not so advanced equipment. So that is much easier to follow up. And how to identify the plastic? I think that need some basic teaching, and also need collect many sample and to show students how to divide and how to classify the plastic or the other material that need experience. I think we can collect more sample and to share with the student, and student can catch up the property, and that will be much easier to identify which one is plastic, because the plastic have several basic characteristics compared with the other material. I think that. Thank you.
Any more question?
Yeah, I've got a question, Desh.
Yes,
So
please.
how long to train the teachers to do the microplastics assessment? Because when I looked at the original proposal, it was quite a few hours involved in training the teachers.
Yeah, okay. In the past few months, we conduct half days training program to train the teacher to how to use the plastic protocol, and how to use the equipment, and how to identify the plastics. I think half day to 1 day maybe is a suitable time to teach, to let the teacher learn the necessary skill for the plastic protocols. Because after that half day's training, we already have many teachers lead their students start to investigate the plastic problem. But we also need to prepare some material for more detailed description for teachers. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your question.
Great. Any more question?
Dash?
Microplastic is not a globe protocol so far. Arul.
Yeah.
Yes, Dash. More of a suggestion, perhaps. Is it possible for the Asia Pacific office to ask the Globe Working Group, maybe the Globe Science Working Group, to look at these emerging protocols on microplastics with the end in view of having a globe protocol on microplastics that is scalable to secondary level? Is it possible?
That is in the process already, Rod.
I think that is possible because the development team gradually finish their procedure, and I think they will submit the complete the protocol description to technical working group. Let them to examine and to give them suggestions, I think.
That is already in process.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot to say our microplastic research team, they built a line group. So if they have any question, they can ask the question in the line group, and many experienced teachers will answer their question. And they also can share their experience and also some scientific issues discussion. Thank you.
Yeah, that is great. Thank you. Any more question? Okay. Any more question, please? Now we request each country coordinator to say about the situation, Corona situation, or the situation in our country, and what we can also have some discussion. As I mentioned that hopefully we will get some money, small money from GIO for capacity building activities. And maybe next webinar, we will prepare a presentation that what we are going to do and how we are going to do this capacity building. And also the feedback which we hopefully get from all of you will be very helpful. Any comments from Micronesia? Cliff, you are still here or you have left? I think Cliff has left to bank. Okay. Sri Lanka, you want to make any comment? Dilkushi? Dilkushi, can you hear me, please?
Yes, Dr. Desh, good morning.
Yes.
Yes, nice, good presentation, excellent one. So,
Okay. So what do you plan to do on 22nd of March?
2nd of March.
Do you have any plans to do something on 22nd of March?
Not yet, Dr. Desh.
Okay. Okay.
We'll discuss and let you know.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Professor William, can you just mention, in your presentation, river activities or something on 22nd of March. What is that actually?
Can you say again?
This river on 20 March, you said that some river conference or something like that? Rivers activity.
Or you say the March 22nd?
Yes.
Oh, that
river.
is a special program for
conducted by the Global Italy.
conducted by Global Italy. So they invite the senior high school teacher to present their microplastic investigation experience. I think the day is March 22nd.
22nd is World Water Day.
But that is a water day, and they are organizing a mini workshop, I think.
Okay.
We also try to arrange English presentation skill workshop, cooperated with the American in Taipei, AIT. We will launch 2 classes in the coming April and May. One will be at central part of Taiwan. The other one will be in Taipei. And AIT will provide the teacher resources and to guide the global students and the teachers to study the English presentation skill in that workshop. Except that, we also try to increase 10 to 15 global new school in the coming months, I think. We hope we can increase 10 to 15 new global schools in this year. I have a question. Any special event planning for the coming Earth Day?
Oh, yes. We have already circulated the plans for this Earth Day, what we plan. One thing is virtual expedition to the sea, that is Maldives, and joined from Philippines. She prepared up a 1-week program, which we have already sent to all of you. And maybe today we can send again. We try to do. And GIO is also considering to arrange a special event on the 22nd of April for the Earth Day. And we will send you the plans which we have already done. If you remember the last presentation which I made, there was one slide for the Earth Day activities. And we can send you again today. Yeah, last presentation, what we plan to do for the 22nd of April. Because that is an important event for us, because that is the birthday of Globe also is there. So Professor Paliam, your plan which you have mentioned is wonderful. Do you think that by April or May, you will be able to invite other participants from other countries if there is no
Yeah, I think the COVID-19 situation is getting better. Maybe we can start to plan the next the student exchange program maybe in this summer, after summertime.
At least we can start thinking.
Yeah, we can start to think about it.
Okay, great. Philippines, Rod, you want to add anything more?
Well, just to inform everyone that the COVID situation in the Philippines has been improving. The Philippines is under its lowest alert level, which is level 1. And in the next coming weeks, we will be opening our schools for possible face-to-face classes. And insofar as the GLOBE program is concerned, we have started coordinating with partners for possible activities in the next months to come.
Very good, great. Okay, Bill, you like to add anything more? Bill, Australia.
He has left. I think he has to join some other meeting.
Okay, he has left. Okay. Then Nepal. Nepal. Manisha, you like to say something?
Yes.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Okay.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. You would like to add anything? Yeah.
Just me change. Okay, just me change. Okay. Okay, now I'm okay. There is a different background. Yeah, I missed the Williams presentation because I arrived lately and I could see only last slide. So
We will get to the recording, don't worry.
Yeah, okay. So the last slide I found very interesting because he is doing a lot of group activity in different way. So in the context of Nepal, now there is no problem for COVID. Of course, now Russia and Ukraine is coming, issue is coming up. So it might affect all over the world. Just now, Dr. Des, you were mentioning about the art activity. So I missed that also because of this internet breakdown. So I like to hear that once again.
I will send you the slide. If you look
Sorry?
my last presentation, I had a slide on proposed activity for the Earth Day, which you will